Hello everyone! In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this lovely lacy heart. For more information including sizing, pattern links, and material information, please check out the description box below in the drop down. Thank you for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Now let's get started. For video purposes, I'm going to use this worsted weight cotton yarn. I am also going to use a G 4.25mm crochet hook, pair of scissors, and a yarn needle to weave in ends. Create a slip knot. Then insert your hook, and you want to pull the working yarn and tighten that slip knot down a little bit. Now we are going to chain 4. To chain, grab that working yarn, yarn over, and pull through the slip knot for 1, 2. Never count this loop on your hook. Now slip stitch to your very first chain to form a ring. Insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull it through, and then through the loop on your hook. To begin round 1, we're going to chain 3. This is going to count as our first double crochet. And then chain 1 more, because each double crochet is going to have a chain in between. So now we have chained 4, and we're going to place a total of 12 double crochet into this ring. 2 double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We now have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops. Then chain 1, and we're going to do that again. Yarn over, insert our hook into the ring, grab our yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, and then chain 1. We're going to continue in this fashion all the way around until we have 12 double crochet. Here I have my 12 double crochet, all separated by a chain 1. So the last thing you want to do is chain 1 and then slip stitch to the 3rd chain from the beginning, so you still have a chain in between. So 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. And now we're ready to begin the next round. To begin the next round, chain 3. Now for this round, in each one of these chain 1 spaces, we're going to work 4 treble all together. So to do a treble crochet, you're going to yarn over twice. Insert your hook into the chain 1 space. Grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, and then stop. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We now have 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, and stop. Now yarn over twice, insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We now have 6 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, and stop. We now have 3 trebles that are halfway finished. We're then going to yarn over again twice. Insert your hook into the same space. Grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We now have 7 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, and stop. Now here we have 5 loops on our hook, and we're just going to yarn over once more and pull through all 5 of those loops. So there we have the 4 trebles all worked together. Now from here we're going to chain 3, and into each one of these chain 1 spaces we're going to do the 4 treble worked together as one. So again, I'm yarning over twice and starting that first treble. So I've gone through 2 of my loops and stopped. Yarning over twice again, and going through 2, and then for the third time, and the fourth time. And then finish it off just like that. So you're going to chain 3 again, and I'm going to do it one more time so you can see. You want to continue in this fashion all the way around until we have one of these into each one of those chain 1 spaces. Once we get to the end, I will meet back up and show you how my work is looking. After that round is all finished, you're just going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. Now for round 3, we're going to slip stitch into this chain space here. Then chain 1 and make a single crochet. To single crochet, you're going to insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through both loops. Now chain 4, and single crochet into the next space. Chain 4 once more, and single crochet into the next chain space. Now we're going to create a corner space by chaining 6. Then single crochet into this next chain space. From here, we're going to begin a repeat. So the repeat is chain 4, single crochet into the chain space, chain 4, so that's a second time, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 6, single crochet into the next chain space. And that's the end of the repeat. So then you're going to repeat that all the way around. You're going to chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet. And then once we get back over here, I will meet back up with you and I can show you how it looks. Now the last thing you want to do for that round, just slip stitch into that single crochet. So now this is how my work looks, and as you see, those chain 6s created corners, and we have 2 chain 4s all in between. To begin round 4, chain 3. This will count as the last double crochet in this round. Now chain 1 more for a spacer. We're then going to single crochet into this first chain 4 space. Then chain 5. Then single crochet into this next chain 4 space. Chain 1 and place 5 double crochet into this chain 6 space. Now chain 3. Place 5 more double crochet into that same space. Now we can begin a repeat. Chain 1, single crochet into this chain 4 space, chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 4 space, chain 1, and place 5 double crochet, chain 3, 5 double crochet into this chain 6 space. And then that's the end of the repeat. So let's just go over that repeat again. The next thing you're going to do is chain 1, single crochet into your chain 4 space, chain 5, single crochet into your next chain 4 space, chain 1, double crochet 5, chain 3, double crochet 5. And we're going to do that all the way until we get to the end here. So at the beginning of this round we did chain 3, and that was our last double crochet. And so here I have double crochet 4, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. And there is the round all finished. To begin round 5, chain 3. This will be our first double crochet. Chain 3 again as our spacer. And now we're going to double crochet into this chain 5 space here. Chain 3. Then double crochet into the chain 1 space here. Chain 5, and double crochet into this chain 3 space here. Chain 4, and double crochet into the same space. Chain 5, and now we are going to begin a repeat. Now the repeat is double crochet into this chain 1 space here, chain 3, double crochet into your chain 5, chain 3, double crochet into your chain 1 space, chain 5, double crochet into your chain 3 space here, chain 4, double crochet into the same space, chain 5. And now we're ready to begin the repeat again. So the repeat is double crochet into your chain 1 space, chain 3, double crochet into your chain 5, chain 3, double crochet into your chain 1 space, chain 5, double crochet chain 4, double crochet into that chain 3 in the corner, and then chain 5. Repeat that all the way around, and once we get back to the beginning, I will meet back up with you. Now once you've done your last chain 5, you want to slip stitch to the 3rd chain of the beginning chain here, because that was our first double crochet. And this is how that row looks. Now the basic square is all finished. From here we are going to create the bumps or the arches for the heart. So the first one is going to go here and the other one's going to go on this side. Now slip stitch into this chain space here. Chain 1, and now we're going to place 6 double crochet into this double crochet right here. They're all going to be separated by a chain 1 space. So I'm placing my first double crochet, chain 1. Continue until you have 6 of these double crochet. So there are my 6 double crochet, and the last thing you want to do is chain 1 and slip stitch into this chain 3 space here on this side. Chain 3 and slip stitch into this chain 5 here. Now we're going to turn. So remember down here how we did the 4 treble work together. We're going to do the same thing into these chain 1 spaces here. We're going to have 7 of the clusters work in each one of these spaces here. So for my first space, I'm going to work into this chain 1 here. Then chain 3. And continue all the way across. You're just going to place a cluster into the chain 1 spaces and chain 3 in between. Once that's finished, I will show you how my work is looking. So here I have those treble 4 clusters, and I have 7 of them. They're all separated by a chain of 3. And now to match this side over here, we're going to slip stitch into this chain 5 on this side. Then chain 3 and slip stitch into this double crochet of the corner right here. Then turn your work to begin the next step. Chain 3 and single crochet into this chain space here, that first chain 3 space. Then we're just going to simply chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, all the way across here. And once we get back over here, I can meet back up with you. Once we get over here on this side, we're also going to kind of copy this side again and chain 3 here. And then slip stitch to this double crochet of this corner here. So chain 3 and slip stitch into the middle of this corner here. Turn your work, and now we can begin the last row. Chain 1 and double crochet into this chain space here. Chain 1 and place another double crochet into that same chain space. Chain 1. So we're going to be double crocheting and chain 1 all the way across. So after you do a double crochet, always do a chain 1. And then in each one of these loops here, we're going to place 3 double crochet all the way across. And once you get to this side, make sure you also place 3 double crochet into this chain 3 space here. We're then going to fasten off, and I can meet back up with you. So here you can see those sets of 3 double crochet into each one of those loops. They all have a chain 1 separating them. And once you get over here, you also want to slip stitch into this corner space. right here, just like we did on the opposite side, just to anchor that and make it more smooth. So I'm just slip stitching, and then from here you can fasten off. You're gonna take that tail and just pull it through like this. So now here we have 2/3 of a heart, and you just need to do this whole section again, and it's gonna go right over on this side. So when we go, we're gonna go ahead and fasten on to this double crochet right here. So for me, I'm just going to fasten my yarn, and I've created a little slip knot here. You don't have to, but sometimes it's nice. And then I am just slip stitching into my chain space there, chaining 1, and beginning my 6 double crochet into that double crochet there. Go ahead and just back up the video and repeat exactly what we did for this arch on this side, and do it on this side. Once this side is all finished, I will meet back up and show you how it looks. So here's the lacy heart almost all finished. I am going to add the suggested border that the pattern has, and that is to just single crochet and chain 2, single crochet. So you're just going to do this all the way around your work, and then you want to go back and take your yarn needle and weave in all the ends. Now this is my heart all finished. I decided not to add a hanger. I think I'm going to use this as a hot pad, being that it's so thick and so big. I also have not yet blocked this heart, so I'm sure if you did block it, it probably would have an even better shape. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and have fun making this lovely heart. Please make sure to like this video if you liked it, share the YouTube link with your friends, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Have a lovely crochet day, and I hope to see you again in my next tutorial. Bye!